pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pledge allegiance.
I bet like that grass. I put down to keep like out of here. Where you pay a guy? I ain't $1,000.
I know.
I didn't know they were.
Everybody had a chance to look at the minutes?
Oh, okay.
Also signed, already signed. So, motion to accept,
I moved to accept this read.
I'll second that.
all right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Gwen, you've got
There's the
the
dirt works.
dirt works. So this was just, yeah, Castle, the culvert, that's.
Yeah, that was it.
That went really well, it sounded like.
That was at Shusky Drive. It was
Right.
an emergency because the road was collapsing.
I want to see that one.
All suckers out of North Liberty.
Yeah, what did you say? Okay.
Just minutes.
On North Jetson, isn't there a time limit that's been surpassed?
Yes, it has been.
And what have we, the group traditionally done?
Well, here's the situation. They'd asked for a couple of extensions, which, we had granted at that time. But then this last time I asked them, they said something to me about holding off for a little bit because I don't, to be honest with you, I don't remember the reason right this second, but however, I told them as well, I think we just needed to hold off until I could talk to you guys to see how you want to proceed with that, because we don't have much money in that account either. And the thought of going in the hole in another one, I don't like it at all.
No.
And it's another time and material job, just like the other one was, so we have no idea what we're gonna run into. And I know that, the folks there right next to the dollar store have an ongoing issue with the water, and I understand that, but at the same time, I really felt like Family Dollar should have been somewhat responsible for this from the get-go, but that's just my thought.
That was, North Jetson probably granted that for the
The
drain.
meeting and they were explaining it last year. I didn't look back in the record. No, I don't remember what they, yeah, me neither. Or they said they were going to do something and they won't do it, maybe. Yeah, I have to look back through the minutes, so that's, I just don't want to end up in another situation like we're already in.
They were gonna have to check the grade and stuff, I think, was part of it that we talked about. I don't know if they were going to get a camera. They were discussing, I think, to see what kind of fall they had that, and stuff, before we went any further, but.
Well, I went out there and checked it out and walked all through, I mean, the whole thing goes through the woods, basically. Now, they're not mature trees or anything like that, but it's never been kept clean. I mean, it's probably clear full of tree roots.
Right.
It's,
And it's gonna continue to be.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So to go through and replace the tile in there, it's gonna be difficult as well.
Yes.
Did that have its own fund then? Synthetic tile?
Yes, it does.
It had its own fund then.
Thing down here.
But need to sign these, right?
Yeah.
We got to get it.
Okay.
Any discussions or yes?
I guess I might have missed when you guys okayed all this. I missed the meeting, but, is there, he was given all T and M also, like, do we ask for hourly rates from him as opposed to somebody else
Yeah, it was on the bid. The hourly rates.
per hour?
Yes,
And he won the bid.
yes, that's correct. It's on the back here, I thought he had it, right here, he put everything down on the back with time. Broke it down.
Well, these are outstanding charges, so
We don't apply.
we don't have much choice, so if I have a motion to accept.
Is the project finished?
It is finished,
All these are. The setting is not,
right,
What is not?
the north sets and set,
Oh, yeah.
but the Barty tile.
Barty,
project is completed.
and it's 18,000 over the amount in the fund.
Oh, is that, it's 18,000 over what we have?
Yes,
And this is one that we had, stopped payment because we had so much in there. Because we hadn't met that threshold of
Right,
whatever the percentages are.
right.
which will of course need to start that back up again at some point so that we can, be repaying our debt.
And you said this ZDOC, that's on a separate fund?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'll be dog. I move to accept.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Have we discussed the old business already, or do you have other?
I guess we can bring up the ZDOC tile in old business. Do we wanna go ahead and go with a bid? I mean, that we've awarded to them and keep moving forward with the work and just keep a close eye on the funds and go from there, or what do we wanna do? I mean, they were awarded the bid. So,
What do we have in that fund?
I had my paper down here with me and it's nothing.
Didn't you have that on the 14,000?
Okay, thank you.
600,
46
yep, had that on your notes.
last time.
And we've already,
And Ready's 45, so
45,
we get 10,000 left, basically,
Right, not much.
right? It's a grand scheme of things.
what they have to do now is go in there and with a camera, find access points. And
And see what rotor rooter it out. Yeah,
there's quite a few hours there,
oh yeah, yeah, there is.
but it sounds like it's needed.
It is needed,
So,
yeah.
Wait, where are we working? What are we talking about?
Is that,
yes,
is that,
You know what we're talking about? What are we
That's
talking
that's
about?
behind the Family Dollar, right?
Yes,
Well, that
behind the family dollar. The
It's a-
ZDOC tile.
that's it right there, that.
So how big's the
line.
tile and how long's the job, or what do they gotta do?
Let me see if I brought it.
How they do brush the tile?
Well, they run a roto rooter inside is what they're doing.
No, they
They
debrush,
do- oh,
they
they
debrush the top.
They do.
The top, yeah.
To, yes,
Oh, yeah.
they had to get in there to find the manholes and outlets and all that. They couldn't see anything in there.
But that seems like a lot for, I don't know, man, what does it have, but let's see.
I don't
How
have
big an
the,
area is this? An acre, half acre?
It's
Yeah.
that in,
I should have brought them.
what's the length of that?
Yeah.
Approximately?
Was not, Kenny might, remember, was not that area referred to as Lake Freeman at one time?
I don't know, George.
Okay, I think I know the area, it's, we're close to Brantwood,
yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
Behind Brentwood.
Yeah,
but that whole area back there has always been prone to flooding.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, you can tell when you're walking through there.
One of these buyer beware kind of deal.
Right, yeah, you can
I
tell
would
when.
think.
So is the whole thing the issue? Is it from the railroad to the ditch? Do they have to rotor root the whole thing? Or is
Yes,
it just,
that's-
right there behind the?
Oh, no,
Brentwood?
they're looking for issues within the whole thing.
I mean, is there trees all
Mhm.
the way down on the other end?
There are
More.
trees.
Looks like more, I don't know how old that picture is, but is the majority of the trees just behind?
Yes,
Yeah.
behind the dollar, all in there, over some of those in the yard, but yeah, the majority of the woods is that heavy foliagey
They're only
area.
gonna have to do a couple hundred feet. They're not gonna have to do that whole.
No, they won't have to do the whole thing. once
So it
we
shouldn't
flush.
be,
How big is that tile?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. it didn't say on the bid sheet when I saw it upstairs, so.
I mean, it's a 12 inch, might be cheaper to go in there and just replace it,
Yeah.
200 feet and be done.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, it all depends on the footage, yeah, what you're,
And the size of it.
right, right.
Cause it looks like behind the houses or whatever, that most of that should be okay, right?
Right, it should be, you would think going across the, yeah, the field and all that stretch
Yeah.
in there would all be good. All the way to where it makes the bend, basically.
Would you guys like, I can run upstairs and grab the bid sheet if you'd like from when it was awarded, if you wanna look it over. If you feel more comfortable seeing it.
What's the white building? Is that the Family Dollar or the Brantwood?
That's Family Dollar and Dollar General, or
Okay,
Dollar General and no, what was that? That would be CVS and stuff. CVS and Ace Hardware. That's what that would be.
Yep.
The Family Dollar would be on up there.
Yeah,
Family
right
Dollar.
there.
to me, it looks like that's probably where the issue is, if there's an issue.
Behind CVS and
yeah.
Ace Hardware, yeah, right in there in that stretch. Does that seem, I mean, that is the worst part behind CVS?
Yes, the trees and stuff are the worst part.
Ace?
Should be now.
Very thick.
Yeah, they should have taken those out if they brushed it for the $4,500, right?
Not that whole stretch, they
They
only,
didn't?
no,
Oh, boy.
only did along the, just. Just a little ways through here, it didn't even go very far. Just, yeah, that was.
So they still gotta debrush all that too?
Yes. All the debrushing isn't completely finished.
Wow, it looked like you could have brushed a lot more than that for $4,500.
we've already let the bid go. Right,
Bid is expired.
Bids, yeah, it's expired. They've already asked for extensions and we did grant one extension or whatever, wasn't it?
Yes, we did.
And now it's expired, so we don't have to.
they bid it time and material.
Yes,
So basically he did it for 15 hours, cause his rate was $300, right? He was in there for 15 hours.
Is that what his rate was?
I think it was
Maybe it
300,
was.
what the debrushing rate.
Yeah, that seems like. You could have done a lot for that, I would thought.
Well,
I don't know what they're debrushing with, but
No, I don't know, how old's that picture too? That's,
probably fairly new, isn't it?
21 or 2.
Oh, isn't that old?
I
Okay.
mean, 3 years of trees, you know.
Yeah, they grow up quite a bit. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that old.
Any thoughts, do we just move forward with it, and keep a close eye on work that's being done and close communication and go from there, or how do you guys,
You still on the downhill side when the money runs out, money runs out?
I'd say the money's going to run out.
Oh, yeah.
A mini excavator at $175 an hour is pretty pricey in my opinion, but.
That's why I said I don't know what they're running for 300 an hour, you know.
It was a skid steer with a,
Chopper on.
yeah, the chopper on it.
Mower in front of it.
Yeah, I got. So you mow the brush, you clean out the tile, and 2 years from now, we're back doing it again. Something there doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, the only thing once they clean those trees up there, we'd have to keep it sprayed. And keep that maintained and just make sure it gets done like it's supposed to.
Right.
That's the way to get a handle on it, really.
Something like that, what do you have 75-foot easement for the tile?
Supposed to.
Cause it's behind everybody's, it's through everybody's property, right?
Yes,
Right.
George?
Is there something they could flush through the line, like copper sulfate or something that would not be environmentally against the law?
We talked about that.
Keep the goods from-
I was gonna talk to Autumn about that at some point too, cause I
Okay,
didn't know
well.
if legally the county could. Put that into the water supply ourselves. I know people do it for their ponds and things. I just
Yeah.
didn't know if county
Well,
surveyor's office. But yeah, we're definitely gonna check in.
yeah, that's,
Yeah, for sure.
threw that out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
What do you do if there's no money left? Where does that come from?
You're in the negative until each assessment roll comes in each year. Like the one that we have to do now with Part C.
Kind of rough computer fake falling where it was.
Well, can you raise those assessments or is that gotta go to a,
We need to.
yeah,
I mean,
everything costs more.
Oh, it
We're
should,
running the same thing before,
yeah, it's
same thing. All those need to be raised.
Yeah.
honestly, and I'm not
Then people
pushing blame on the
about
board,
that.
but those ditches should have never been shut off when it was presented, because we had these big projects coming out of there. So we should have never shut the ditches off, but that's done and over with, but we need to get these ditches, the assessments turned back on and get these raised at least the amount that we're allowed to without a public hearing. For starters, is my recommendation. Nobody wants to see anything go up, I understand that, but we're at a point where we don't have a choice.
But we can raise a percentage
We can,
without going to a hearing.
correct,
Right.
25%.
25%.
So do you have that proposed?
Yeah, one time,
Fine,
Yeah.
that's it. But you don't- It's not yearly.
Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
we can put that on the agenda for the October meeting,
Maybe to review all the.
review everything and
Yeah.
go over all the financial.
I was just not just for the Starke County Board.
Well, cause I think it dumps into the bogus, but isn't that why that's in the Starke Pulaski?
Yeah,
Cause it dumps in the bogus.
yep,
The landowners there probably don't want involved at all, do they? Like CVS and Dollar General.
to be honest with you, since this was done prior to me coming in office, this was all done last year. I never had the opportunity to speak with any of them before bids were sent out or anything like that, so.
It was if I remember right, it was the people in the house. The
Next door that are having, in their backyard.
backyard was flooded, they said all the
It is.
time, ever since.
The parking lot got put in.
Right, ever
Mhm.
since the Family Dollar and all that stuff went in.
Right,
They said they just started flooding all the time, their yard.
The one to the west of them.
No, to the east of Family Dollar, the west of CVS and stuff, that right, yeah, right there, that little square. Right there is where,
Oh, west family, okay.
Is that White House?
yes,
Yeah.
uh-huh,
Yeah, I know the people.
yeah.
Well, that's quite common though, if they put in a paved
Parking
parking
lot.
lot, you're gonna have flooding somewhere because what used to be absorbed there, gonna go.
Correct.
I think that should be something that maybe Dollar General should work with them on making it more neighbor friendly, is that a proper way of putting it?
Yeah, the Family Dollar.
I take it there's manholes in those tile.
there
Is
is,
that where the brakes are at?
Yes.
Of that.
So their next step was they were going to
go in
get a
there,
camera or scope or something and go in and see what kind of
Yes.
blockages they have or whatever and
Mhm.
where.
and then start with the rotor after that,
But first he brushed the rest, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So then we can spray it in the future.
Do we need a motion to continue? Are we ready for that? If you try to go to Family Dollar and whoever else, that's not gonna happen.
Probably
In a
not.
timely manner.
You're looking like, this could be over 30,000, right? By the time they debrush it, rotor it.
Based upon the.
Dig it up.
Based upon
Part T, absolutely.
and what little bit they did already, what they charged and the debrushing.
Maybe considerably over. How much do we get per year on that, on the ZDOC ditch? Do anybody have that recall? I didn't bring any extra paper.
No, I can run upstairs and grab,
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's just, are we gonna be paying for it for 5 years, 2 years, or,
oh, I'm sure it won't be 2 years,
Right,
yeah,
okay.
I do know that, it won't be 2
And
years,
we've
it'll be much longer than.
Bill,
Cause like the Bar T, I think we figured it out that we get a total of approximately 6,000 a year. For the Bar T title fund,
Oh, the tile fund.
Yes, maybe
Right, so we're gonna
every
get a
year.
hole for it, right, so with this one for sure, cause it doesn't bring, I know it doesn't bring in much, but I.
Say who pays on this? Just a couple businesses and the houses right there, that's it?
Whoever owns the land, yeah.
Yeah,
That seems like a lot of money for one house. For one family to benefit from.
If it's your house, it
This
Yeah.
might be no different.
This is
Yeah.
Starke County or if this is both.
oh, good, you found my paper.
Well, I don't know if this is,
Take
is it, here's the Red Eye Keller.
It was mixed with the others, I knew I had that from.
But they.
Well, this was in my folder from before.
Oh,
Give
okay.
us copies of them. So this,
Sorry.
yeah, this is my copy, but that's okay if you need to,
I
No,
should put an
it's fine,
open
you can
ditch
look at it.
across there, solved everything.
I don't know how to.
Ditch that it drains into, that's just a muck ditch, it isn't worth a nickel, it's, you know, they have no rid out.
Doesn't really say, there was a bid to debrush in 2024. Still haven't finished, may have a zero balance. Appropriation,
That's when they add.
this don't really say,
What the settlement money is, no, we'd have to get a more detailed report and,
well, how much comes into it, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Where it says appropriation, how much?
does it say anything?
appropriation was 20,794, it says.
Oh, that's not.
That was was that like at the beginning in January? So
Not
that's what,
available.
so that's what they're
Oh,
carrying
okay,
over.
carrying over, yeah, that doesn't,
Oh,
And then usually like June to November, you see another
this
appropriation.
was in June. On June of 25, June 16th of 25. Appropriation was 20,794, it says.
there's no way we had that much money coming in, we don't, there's no way for that.
Let's see it.
We haven't spent, that has to be the carryover,
Mhm.
that's not settlement stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Yes, it carried forward 20,000 and then you spent 1,600 and then you spent 4,500. So right now your balance is that 14,000. So is this, this must be another ditch that's turned off?
Yeah,
Is that
so I
correct?
think.
Yeah, so there's no
Funds
appropriation,
right.
no funds coming in.
Right, okay.
And we can't start that up until next year's.
Right,
Right.
yeah, it is off, yeah.
And that was just done because of the percentage of. what
We were
was
over.
Over,
Yeah, we're
and I
over.
think we just kind of
I gotta.
Yeah.
did,
Oh.
newer
did whatever.
satellite
that is
imagery,
that
there's a lot
needed
more
to
to
be.
it.
That's what to say, probably the new Google map would show quite a bit more, yeah.
CVS is the worst.
But that's what, yeah.
Could you make the landowners get it back up to usable for the county, then the county maintain it after that?
The tile's already ours
The
though,
county, yeah.
it's already a county
County
tile,
drain already. so
it's already our responsibility.
That'd be one thing, if it's a private deal and they're
Right,
gonna
yeah.
accept it, then yeah, they'd have to have it up to code.
Yeah.
Whatever we do, looks like this needs to be maintained
Mhm.
moving forward afterwards.
Mhm.
Definitely.
100%.
As well as a lot of other ones. Mhm. And I
Okay.
mean, and we're not talking a lot of footage, so it shouldn't cost that much to keep it. I guess if once. I know how it goes, you know, you say, well, we're gonna do that when we put it in, but then it just doesn't end up happening, and that's just something we've got to. To make sure it does happen.
So if we make a motion to go forward on it, can we put the caveats that needs to be sprayed every other year, things like that? I
Mhm.
know things can get in minutes and not get done, but
Right,
if we
But
do
we
that
can-
and also then to bring the funding back on plus the 25% increase.
all in the same motion? That was one, yeah, that's fine.
Somebody wanna, if that makes sense, I mean, I think we gotta do it. the drainage, but we gotta do the follow-up, which is spraying. You know, we could be 50,000 in the hole here, probably not, but. it could be. Need to get going on it though.
Trees are only get bigger.
So now, I mean, you said spray every other year or,
Whatever you-
or do we wanna do as needed? But it needs to be checked like every year or something, maybe, I don't know, I mean,
Everybody's opinion counts.
So what happens if half of that project was an open ditch?
what do you mean?
What do you-
Eliminate the tile, they're behind CVS and things, and just
Oh,
put
an
an
open ditch.
across.
That'd be cheaper.
Be a lot easier to maintain and a lot cheaper.
Yeah, and I guess if it's our right of way, we have the right to do what we see is the most benefit, right? That is. a good
Are the
point.
right of ways road different? Is it, can you actually put a ditch in there like that, or is it?
I
don't know.
For a tile, I guess, you have to,
I don't know.
whatever this thing was.
Could you dig a ditch behind there or
I
no?
don't know, I'd have to check in the book. Do you know anything about that, Jenny? I'd have to do some research on that before I could say for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that if the board so chooses, then, you know, probably go through the hearing process with the landowners and everything.
Right,
Yeah, the decision after that, I mean, then it would be legal, but
Right.
yeah, just to go in and do it without notifying.
Oh, right,
You don't really have any landowners that
Not,
should
no,
be too
not,
fussy about it.
not too many.
But then they might complain about mosquitoes and stuff like that being in that area, and this, I mean, it might be a downfall or stuff like that.
'Cause that's what they were complaining about now.
Yeah.
For water.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Does that actually drain water from the other side of the old railroad?
I
And
I
don't
don't
then-
just stop there.
Keller arm. Here, you mean, it runs.
No, on the,
Oh,
the old railroad, does it actually drain much?
it just stops right there,
Yeah.
it starts right there or something at the road.
So it takes water from that road.
There's a hill and stuff right across the road from there, so it is probably a big drainage area for
Right.
Napa and all that
Yeah,
up there.
that goes that way, yeah.
You're putting a ditch in there, what are you gonna do with the dirt, I guess? If you can leave the dirt there, it would be cheap. If you gotta move the dirt out, it's gonna cost you quite a bit. You still gotta get rid of the trees.
Looks to me like it's just gonna be an ongoing problem.
How, I guess the other thing is how deep is the tile? Is it 4 foot? You know, how deep of a ditch are you gonna have to have? Cause I know it falls off quite a bit as you get up towards that field and all that stuff, so I don't know how high the elevation is.
Is there any way
On
to
the elevations of that.
pull them 10 people in or give them a letter that, hey, moving forward, if you maintain this, your assessment won't be
Oh,
as,
no.
you know what I mean, or is that not?
But if they do nothing, then what do you do?
Well, then at least you're only going into one lot, tear trees out, not 10. You know what I mean? And it costs you 1,000, not 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's some of the elevations according to GIS that she's putting on the screen now.
So we're dropping off.
Some of those people probably don't even know there's a tile there.
Oh,
What? You drop a foot or so. There.
but I bet they won't want to host a ditch.
I wouldn't think so either, probably, but
But it seemed like the best way to do it, but they'd be saying their dog would get down in
I think you're just talking about, he's just talking behind the businesses though, the
Yeah.
houses.
right,
Not the
but the
house.
trees are the worst right back there, right, you know,
The tile's probably gonna be the worst.
right.
It must not be that deep if all the trees are into it.
That's what I'm wondering too, you know.
You know, as low as that ground is, it can't be very deep.
No. That's what I'm thinking, 4 feet maybe, I don't
The
know.
last little bit on the east side, that's kind of a hill there. That's pretty high, but then the rest of it's fairly low.
There's 7 foot of fall from the whole thing,
Roughly, yeah,
6.5.
yeah.
You debrush it, put a camera in it, just see how bad it is. Then stop, and then know where you're at with money, where the other you tear 200 foot of tile out, or you road route 200 foot of tile.
Cause I guess the thing to look at now is we're to the point that it's not gonna get a whole lot. I mean, stuff's gonna start dying or quitting growing for the year or. So maybe you might be right on that, you know, if you put a camera in there and kind of see and then see where our next step is, then after that, maybe.
The trees need to go, you know that.
Right, right,
See how bad the tile is, maybe the tile's gotta go.
right.
Maybe in between two manholes, you replace tile, and then in between another manhole, you just rotor root.
Possibly.
As opposed to just letting them rotor root, dig up, do whatever they wanna do.
Right, right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so should we put that in the motion too? We'll do the 25% increase, turn the ditch back on, everything sprayed every other year, looked at every year, and then camera the job to see exactly what needs, if it needs a replacement or rotor root. Is that what we need
I'd
to?
probably just keep those two separate motions, don't you think?
And money away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause then hopefully you'll know how much money you have left after they debrush, and camera shouldn't cost a whole lot. I don't think so. Cause I don't know how much they can get their camera through them. They
Right.
keep rotor root, no, that's the thing.
Right.
How big of a tile can they clean out?
How big was the one they did on
The Bartee, how big is it?
The diameter you
Yeah,
said,
of the Bartee.
I think it was 12-inch tile out there. And they were able to go I think it was 500 feet comfortably without, overextending their. I'm gonna look on here and see what it said for.
Did that one there, though, they have to dig up a bunch? Is that why the mini excavator charges were there?
I think so.
They
This
did,
one, is there
yeah.
manholes they can get down in
Mhm.
to not
There's
have
manholes for
not
this
have
one.
to?
You won't be able to get a road router through that manhole though, will you?
I don't know.
It says 10-inch tile on here,
For RT.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, how they do that, if they got a 2 foot manhole cover and what those are,
Get down in it.
get down in there and go with it, I don't know.
Well, if it's a 6-inch tile, you might as well just lay a 6-inch tile and be done with it. By the time you rotor root it,
Sure.
dig it out and
Yeah, you
fiddle around your.
I bet you it's bigger than that, and if it's going to that road on that side, isn't it though?
Yeah, 6 inches or big.
You don't have nothing that says what size tile it is,
I can go pull the file up there, but it was not on the,
bid sheet or
the
nothing.
bid sheet or anything, no.
Yeah, I don't know if they're 2 foot manholes, or when they say manhole, is it just a standpipe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
in somebody's
probably-
yard.
I would
know-
jerk those out and then go more straight in, I would guess,
What's it?
The,
Yeah, we have files up there.
whatever the size, probably doesn't matter, but I think in order to rotor and what I'm saying.
If
The
they can.
camera, yeah, you can get through
Yeah.
most anything, but
Yeah, I don't know how that rotor works.
yeah, I'm assuming can't be.
No, you can't make a big sharp, right?
I don't think some of those can make a pretty good bend.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm not familiar with how they work.
All right, so I think finances, we can motion that. And saying, we want to turn it back on and do the 25%. I don't think this one's been done, ever been raised, so. For the
Right,
25%.
Double check.
So wanna motion that, so
We have to do that on new business or can we do that now?
You can do it now.
it's all, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Did you make that motion?
I'll make the motion
There you
to
go.
increase the rate by 25%
turn it back and turn it back on.
and put it back on.
I'll second it.
Okay, everybody in favor?
Aye.
All right, so now,
So I'll make the motion to debrush it, run a camera through and see what we have. Then,
Where we proceed from there.
yeah. Whether we put a new tile in, see how big it is, or
Yeah, I just, after this bar T tile, I just hate to turn them loose because that seems like a lot of money for a little bit of tile.
so they got the bid and they can progress even though it's expired. How do we monitor? Do we have them report back?
Oh, yeah, we'll have a clear communication.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, they were really good about calling me and keeping me in the loop of what was going on at the
RT,
RT. They really, I mean, they had great communication with me.
okay,
So, yeah, we'll definitely,
Do we need to put another time thing on it or
oh,
no?
we certainly can since the other one's expired.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
To get it done so we know for our next meeting or something where we're at, or
our next meeting's or October 2nd.
right,
so by the middle of September or something.
Yeah, have it debrushed and camera through it by September 20th. September 15th.
So that way we can know where we're at and discuss it at our next meeting then.
I don't know if that's acceptable for them. I don't know what their bid was or whenever they
Well,
had to do it before.
it was like March originally
Yeah,
and.
Well, he might be super busy, he might not be able to do it, I don't know.
Oh, well,
And debrushing now is worse than debrushing when the food's on.
yeah, true, but. They've gone to other projects in the meantime on RT, so.
Right.
So my motion is to debrush and then run a camera through right now. And then stop and report back to the board.
by September 20th, you said?
I don't know, is that feasible?
It's worth a shot, I guess.
Why,
Not.
why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We know,
by September 20th.
Put a little pressure on it to get it done so we can move on. Otherwise, we can't move on to know where we're at. I'll second that motion.
okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The other thing I would have is just that the spraying's done, of course, and Heritage Drone was really good about going back out, touching areas up. And, we had, some concern about some areas that maybe hadn't been sprayed well enough and things like that, so he did go out and correct all those. And then, I asked the other two boards in the other meetings this week if they were interested in doing a fall spray as well. Those boards declined. I just thought I'd present that to this board as well. We'd have to pay for it again. Their prices did increase because of, doing different chemical mixes and ratios and that type of thing. They discovered were needed stronger chemical and things for what they were spraying around here instead of what they were using. So and we can look at it, of course, in the spring and see where we're at.
Fall spraying's tough. By the time the crop gets off,
Right, the
getting a
foliage,
good kill with leaves and it's,
right.
I mean, in my mind.
Mhm.
So other than that, that's all I've got for you guys, unless you have some questions or concerns.
Motion to adjourn,
Oh,
Right, George got.
George is cut.
I'm sorry, public,
Pardon law. I have a concern, I mentioned it to Gwen. On the, on 150 heading south. That grass is like a pasture for horses. Heading to the mouth of the boats. That'd be west. And, given that you may kill the, grass in that, eventually it's going to have to be dipped up with it. You get a grass growing that high, you'll kill the grass, but it's got the clumps.
In the bottom of the ditch,
Ditch, in the ditch or where?
in the ditch,
Oh,
Correct.
In the bottom of the ditch.
that's relatively easy to control.
But I think it needs a, you know, definitely the grass is not kosher.
George, I've killed it before. I mean, grass in the bottom of the drain as tall as this table. And it doesn't create a problem as far as when it dies, going down and plugging everything up. It doesn't. I don't know where it goes, but it does disappear. So. But I'll agree that if you want flow, you have to control the grass. So it'd be. I don't know how big of an area are you talking?
From 150 to the mouth of the bogus. There, you know, probably not, the worst part is probably a couple hundred yards.
So you're talking a tributary to the bogus.
Correct.
That ain't the one where they changed the culvert recently, is it?
No, that's further south.
South, okay, it's one before that,
County and
before that,
joint project. Yes.
okay, I know where you're at now.
But eventually, you know, a little bit of preventative maintenance, it will create a problem when we have heavy rains.
It is unfortunate. I mean, of course, with the water levels being so low, the grass is just taking over in a lot of these ditches. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm not making excuses for it, obviously, but things are just a little out of control.
I guess, I mean, it's
Is that ours to take care of? Tributary part, I guess.
probably is, yeah. I mean, maybe we should go and
Want it
Cool.
sprayed
go out and look at it and,
and see if it, want to try to spray it yet this year or?
I mean. If it looks, I guess if it looks bad enough, maybe you should. I mean, we got money there in the
Yeah,
fund
we
or
do.
whatever. It wouldn't cost that much probably, and
Okay,
I guess I can make a motion to that
okay.
if I need to.
How far back does that ditch go? I mean,
To the east, you mean, or to the west?
I
We're
don't,
just going, excuse me, Ken, we're just going from the road
yeah,
to the mouth of the bogus,
Where it dumps into the bogus,
where it comes into the bogus.
which I don't know, that ain't so real far, can't be.
No, but if on reconstruction, you have to go back so far anyhow, and you dip into the tributaries, I believe.
yeah.
Is that accessible? to
George,
spray?
can you,
There?
point on that map about the approximate location so we
I'm
can,
not even sure where he
You
is.
have to zoom in some more to
you want
Top
her,
or bottom?
probably the
the
bottom,
bottom part down,
bottom part down there.
Like,
the.
Well, I was
West
afraid
or-
of.
I'm trying to see the roads there too. That's Judson, so
So
you're,
yeah, zoom in where he is
it's gonna be in
pointing.
there somewhere.
I've got a 12-foot rake that I put on my excavator. You could fly through there, but you could do a mile in about 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Could you just flip it
Rip
up?
that.
You just grab it, flip
What's
it.
the cost?
One of our
800
contractors has that too.
the
He was
bottom.
talking to me about that as
That's
a rate
plus
coming into
the
this
county
excavator.
line.
This is 800, correct?
Because we have had.
Down on the
How does
bottom.
that count on?
Can't tell, but
Yeah, that's 800, George.
Go up.
800
Okay.
pages. That'd be,
But I think right about here.
The mock,
Is it
as they
possible?
go up through the grass, and it's like crap.
All this is
I can legally
That's-
treat
yeah.
my own ditch.
west.
You can buy the chemical legally, I can.
On
apply it
on 800,
For a fraction of the cost,
800 south,
what they'll pay.
you're going west, 150. Which would be, I always call it Pingle Road. And you have the BB, which flows into there, and they put a culvert in there, and they did reconstruction or sometime.
that's the beaver there.
There you go.
That would be the one there.
No,
Yeah, that looks like woods, don't it?
house there. or something.
Houses.
The house there, so.
How do we have it sprayed? Do they do the drip thing? Do they actually spray it?
They actually been spraying it.
Spray it?
Mhm.
You can take it and just dump it in. Let it flow. Yeah.
Well, you can.
Well, maybe not legally, but it works. It works good.
If you get flow in the ditch, the water's.
It's tough right now because there isn't much flow to get.
So that's the stretch there then from the road to the bogus?
The grass is heavy.
Yeah.
I'd say probably a couple hundred yards where it's the worst. I mean,
George, one of the problems right now is gonna be if anyone's irrigating downstream. You're not gonna be able to treat.
Right.
So I would hesitate to treat
Yeah.
right now.
it wouldn't do no good or not optimum use.
Well, you gotta have some flow and to do it now, you're gonna have to hand spray it, so. I would. Rather see it done in the spring.
Why? I mean, it's not critical, but it can be.
Yeah, and that would be my preference, just to
Yeah,
monitor it and, next spring, maybe plan on treating it. Or come back and ask to have it treated.
I know they've had prior ditches, they've had problems with water.
Yeah,
Think on Pa's property on 10. There was water crest in there, but I don't see much in there now, or if it's non-existent. But that sounds,
Yeah, you're right on the spraying it now with irrigation and stuff.
I would recommend that we don't do anything
Sure.
now. Just kind of table it for the time being.
yeah,
And they were.
So then you'll resend your motion, Greg, and.
Yeah.
Way upset some.
Yeah, I'll rescind my motion.
I move to
have
adjourn.
you looked at it, or
No, but I would be more than happy to, if you can meet me out there, we'll talk
Okay,
about a
well-
time to go out there and we'll,
I've got an engagement, I'm gonna be out of state
oh, okay.
couple days, so.
All right, well, we'll get on, we'll get.
Yeah,
on.
okay, we'll be on the,
Okay.
don't let it out, Ken.
I say that doesn't happen very often, George.
And I'll say, the motion to adjourn.
Snap a big picture while you're out there so we can see things.